Back to John if anything changes along the way, because it sounds like they're going to be with us throughout the evening.
A busy night.
Wanted to move on to this story. It is described as one of the most brutal, cold-blooded murders in quite some time. Now, with help from the community, a second man is under arrest.
DeAndre Diggs is now charged alongside William Wallace for an apartment shooting that left 2 dead. This happened 2 weeks ago in Richland County. WIS's Megan Norman is following the story. She joins us live up in our newsroom with details. Megan?
Ben and Dondi, Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott says these murders were drug-related, and one victim actually survived being shot in the head, but now she's out of the hospital and under protective custody because the 2 suspects have threatened to kill her.
You can't get much cold-blooded than what these 2 individuals did. They went there knowing that they were going to have to kill the people in the apartment because the people in the apartment knew them.
2 men, one wheelchair-bound, were tortured and then shot in the head. Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott says 27-year-old William Wallace and 36-year-old DeAndre Diggs tortured and then executed those men over drugs.
But we believe Diggs and Wallace went to this apartment where they believed that the 2 victims had some money. They tortured one of them, trying to find out where the money was at. The money was not there.
It happened around noon on June 28th at the Deer Meadow Village Apartments off Garner's Ferry in Columbia. The suspects knew the 2 victims in this gated community, and Sheriff Lott says the girlfriend of one of the victims was called over to the apartment.
When she got there, they bound her, committed one of the murders. They took her from the apartment and took her to a wooded area where they shot her in the head to execute her.
That area is near Beckham Swamp and Bluff roads. The woman survived. Bloodied, she flagged down a Good Samaritan who took her to a sheriff's deputy.
The survivor was able to give us some basic information. Within 4 hours, we were able to arrest William Wallace. William Wallace is just a cold-blooded killer. There's no doubt about it. He had just gotten out of prison in May for a murder that he committed in 2004.
With help from the community, deputies arrested DeAndre Diggs. Both Wallace and Diggs have long criminal backgrounds.
It's good to get them off the street so they're not going to do this anymore, but I wish it could have happened sooner in another way where we wouldn't have these people dead.
Sheriff Lott says the death penalty is definitely up for discussion in this case since Wallace has been to prison before for murder. Now coming up at 6, we're going to have much more on both of the suspects' pasts. In the newsroom, Megan Norman, WIS.